All right, yeah, we're good.
All right, it's GigEm247.com. Taylor Ham here with Sean Porter. Sean, you guys so far leading the country in sacks, doing a lot of good things defensively. How would you kind of evaluate defensive performance through 2 games?
I think we've been pretty good through 2 games. As far as leading the country in sacks, that's a big team effort. There's different guys getting sacks. We have corners getting sacks, D linemen, linebackers. So I think that's a credit to Coach DeRuiter and his schemes.
I know you had a lot of high expectations for yourself. The coaching staff did too. You got in the backfield quite a few times against Idaho on Saturday. How do you feel like you've performed individually so far?
I think I performed okay. I've been decent. I just want to continue to improve every game and just get better as a player. I want to be a big piece of our championship puzzle.
Tim DeRuiter dialing up a lot of really good blitzes at times. I know you guys are still pretty vanilla. How much are you looking forward to really just opening it up against Oklahoma State and really getting at the quarterback?
I'm really looking forward to it. I know Coach DeRuiter has something special in store for us. So it'll be good to finally just open up our defense and really show what we got. Against this good Oklahoma State offense.
How do you prepare for a high octane offense like Brandon Whedon and Justin Blackman and all the names that they have? Those guys are going to put a lot of points up on the board. How do you approach this week knowing that it's going to be the defense's part to really stop that high octane offense?
We kind of prepare the same way for every game. It's not going to change the way we prepare. We're going to go and watch a lot of film. We're going to get some good field work in. Kind of the same old stuff every week, but we just gotta be a little bit more focused because we're a set of teams coming in.
Yeah. How do you guys prepare mentally? Because it's a big transition from going from SMU to Idaho and straight into conference play, knowing what's hanging in the balance with this game and how big of a momentum swing this could be going into the rest of the season. I
think stuff like that kind of just has to take care of itself. We can't be worried about what's gonna happen with our ranking or with all this different stuff. Mentally, we're just gonna go in, with a clear mind and go try to get the win. You kind of just gotta go into every game the same way, like I said. Just be
be a leader. How would you evaluate the linebacker core group? Between you, Demontre, Caleb, specifically the outside linebackers.
The outside linebackers, we're playing all right. I think our best football's still ahead of us early in the season. I think Caleb's doing okay for his first couple starts. I think he's probably been a little bit nervous out there.
Yeah.
Just as is everyone in their first start. I think our best football's still ahead of us, and we'll improve as the season goes.
What kind of advice do you give him? I mean, you've been in this system. You've started plenty of games for Coach Sherman.
I just kind of tell him to relax. Caleb's kind of a high wire guy. He kind of before the game he's jumping around. He warms up for a long time before the game. I kind of think he wears himself out a little bit. So I just tell him go out there and relax and just play ball.
Talk about the inside linebackers. I mean, Coach Sherman and Coach DeRuiter have, had multiple guys out there, different combos. Since you guys work such as a unit between the four, what have you seen from Jonathan and Garrick and the guys stepping up behind him, even Charlie Thomas?
I think we're just trying to find the right match out there. With losing Michael Hodges, we lost a leader. We lost somebody that was kind of the glue to our defense. So inside, as far as inside linebackers, we're just trying to find the right match of guys. We know G should be a very strong point of our defense. We're just looking for that other guy to just be consistent. Johnson done some good things this year. He played pretty good against SMU, and Charlie's just an athlete. He's probably the fastest linebacker on our team. He's a really good player. He was my backup last year. I got to know him pretty well last year. I think Charlie's a really good player and contribute to this team.
Are you guys really looking forward to this game on Saturday because of what happened last year? Losing by 3 in that fashion with all the turnovers. Maybe as a defender of yourself, looking to maybe cause some turnovers yourself and redeem yourself after that loss last year.
One of our goals every game is to beat the other defense. So actually in that goal we lost against Idaho because they had 2 turnovers, we had 0. So we want to beat the other defense and take away. So our offense turning the ball over shouldn't be a deterrent to us, losing the game. We should get every time they get one, we should get one. So we want to be up. We want to be in the plus category in that area. So we want to get more turnovers than they can.
How important is going to be the home field advantage this week?
It'd be really important. The 12th man is always a huge help. We always play a lot better at Kyle Field than we do anywhere else. Just because of that, the offenses can't hear any of the checks. They can't make any different calls. It all has to be hand signals, nonverbal stuff. So that's to our advantage. Just like Oklahoma last year, when they come in and they can't hear each other talk, it's a big advantage to us.
I've got a couple before we kind of wrap up. people saw Brandon Alexander with his red shirt burn this past weekend. Tyrell Taylor's in the first game, and then you've got DeMontre Moore on the outside too. All about between 6'4", 6'6". All look similar to the average fan. Can you talk about kind of what makes each of those guys different and why they feel each one can have an impact this season?
Okay. Well, Demontre is just a monster. You know, Demontre is just a big athletic kid out there. Like I said before, he just goes and goes and goes. He should be unstoppable. I mean, when his game matures to where it's gonna be when he's a junior and a senior, nobody will be able to block him. Brandon's a big long. You know, he's a big long athlete, basketball guy. You know, he has a lot of range. So he'll end up being a good player for us down the road. Tyrell's a surprise of our linebacker group. We thought that he was going to take a little bit longer to develop, but he didn't. You know, he came out and had a really good fall camp. He has a really good burst off the edge and a nice dip. So Tyrell was a very pleasant surprise to us. He's been playing pretty good for a freshman.
And then my other one is, you guys, the media, even your own quarterbacks up there going, we know the other team is going to score points. Is that something that you guys take offense to on the defense? You're like, hey, we don't know they're going to score points. You know, is that something you guys have talked about?
I personally definitely take offense to that. I don't think that anybody, put up very many points on us. I go into every game expecting us to hold teams to no touchdowns. You know, I don't want anybody to get anything on us. So I take offense to that. I don't think that OSU should be expected to score on us. You know, I think that if we come out and play our game, you know, we can do to them, you know, the same thing we do to anybody else. You know, we can play lights out.
So, what has Coach Toth really stressed to you guys over the last couple of weeks? Anything in specific that you can take away?
Coach Toth, nothing specific though. We just got to be better. You know, we gotta. You know, I think that the outside linebackers on our team should be the playmakers of the defense. So. You know, for us to come out and people say, you know, we're having solid games every game. You know, I don't like that in particular. You know, people are just saying we're having solid games. I want people to say that our outside linebackers are great players and we're having great games every game. So, you know, I think the Coach Toth just wants us to be better. He wants us to be great and not good. So it's not good enough to just have a solid game.
Great. Thank you for the time. Stick to GigEm247.com for all your latest Texas A&M news.